That market alert I posted earlier, it just got way worse. Nasdaq closed down nearly 5%, the biggest single-day drop in over a year. And the story changed in the final hours. Friday, June 5th, 2026, your US market wrap, and it's a heavy one. Markets closed deep in the red. The Nasdaq lost almost 5%, the worst single day since April 2025. The S&P, the Russell, everything bled. And the rotation out of tech I mentioned this morning didn't just continue, it accelerated. Here's what happened. That hot jobs report I covered earlier triggered the initial sell-off. By the end of the day, swap markets have fully priced in a Fed rate hike by the end of 2026. Not a maybe, not a possibility, fully priced. The 2-year Treasury yield jumped 12 basis points to 4.16%. When that yield moves like that, you're watching the market completely reset its expectations for the Fed in real time. But here's the part that wasn't there this morning, the SpaceX warning. SpaceX is going public next week at a $1.77 trillion valuation. That's the biggest IPO in history. And some serious investors are now openly saying it could mark the top of this entire AI bubble. When the biggest IPO ever lands at the exact moment everyone's chasing AI, that's the kind of signal that makes professionals nervous. That fear bled into today's selling. Inside the carnage, BROADCOM, already down 12% yesterday, fell another 8% today. MARVELL, yesterday's hero, dropped 16%. Intel and AMD each down about 11%. And Meta plunged 5.5% on Financial Times reports it's considering a massive stock offering. Here's the wild context, though. Even after today's drop, the semiconductor ETF is still up 79% on the year. Today is a correction inside a massive uptrend. Not a crash, not yet. That's how vertical this rally was. Today is a correction inside a massive uptrend. Not a crash, not yet. What the pros are saying, and the smartest takes are split. Louis Navellier of Navellier and Associates, this is another tech correction, profit-taking in semiconductors. He pointed out investors funding SpaceX won't be selling Procter & Gamble. They'll be selling AI stocks and momentum names, which is exactly what we saw today. Gunwoo Sung at Wells Fargo. Today was about positioning, not fundamentals. Chips were extremely overbought. This is a healthy reset. He does not think the chip bull market is over. Morgan Stanley's Ellen Zentner had the sharpest framing. The strong economy proves resilience, but it also means the Fed stays laser-focused on inflation. Translation, rate cuts are off the table for a while. And Renaissance Macro's Neil Dutta said something worth holding on to. Yes, the market is treating good news as bad news today, but this is just bond markets repricing the Fed. It's a reflex, not the start of something darker. So the bigger question heading into next week, was today the start of a real correction, or just the violent shakeout the rally needed before going higher? That's your market wrap. I'm Sol, your daily US market story in under 3 minutes. Markets move fast. I make them make sense. Okay, genuine question. When the biggest IPO in history lands at the exact moment everyone's chasing AI, does that feel like a bubble top to you, or just smart timing by SpaceX? Curious how you read it, and follow so you don't miss tomorrow.